What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys. So I'm not sure exactly how this video is gonna go, or what exactly my talking points are gonna go. So it might seem like a rant, but hopefully you guys understand. It's not a rant of anger or anything like that. It's more like I want to help. I want to help. So I need my Sony fans and I need my Xbox fans to go ahead and just for the time being of this video, just stop the fight and just listen to what I have to say regarding Google Stadia. I know you want to click off the video right now as soon as I said that. I know you probably saw the title and you're like, what is he going to say? You probably want to dislike already, but just listen to me, okay? There's no need for me to lie. There's no need for me to cap, okay? And this goes to all my Stadia brethren out there that also are probably going to watch this video, okay? At the end of the day, all this is my opinion, but my opinion might allow you to try something and maybe it will change the way you game and maybe it might make your gaming better, which is, you know what, if gaming is your hobby, if gaming is something that you'd like to do to pass time, then whatever, maybe this is better. But listen to this, okay? Again, there's no need for me to lie, no need for me to cap. Google Stadia, I'll start by saying this, in my opinion, is not better than my Xbox Series X, and it's not better than my PC. Now, when it comes to a particular game like Cyberpunk, it actually runs it very well. Some would argue better than the next gen consoles and better than, I don't have a powerful PC. My PC only has a 1660 Ti, but it still runs Cyberpunk okay, all right? But overall, the overall experience, Google Stadia is not better than the next gen console or a capable PC. But it doesn't have to be. What Google Stadia does well, it does it extremely well compared to the other platforms. Now, I haven't tried Luna. I haven't tried Shadow. If you don't know what those are other streaming platforms. I've tried GeForce Now. I have GeForce Now. I'm actually a founder's, I got a founder's membership. And obviously with Game Pass, you get xCloud, and I've tried xCloud as well, okay? I've made plenty of videos before in the past talking about how different the technology is and how even till this day, the Google Stadia runs the cloud-based games better than the other two platforms. This is how good, again, no cap, Google Stadia is. When I play Google Stadia, I promise you I'm not lying to you, okay? Whether I'm playing on PC, whether I'm playing on my phone, or whether I'm playing on my Chromecast, yeah. I forget that I'm actually streaming the game. Listen to what I'm saying. I forget that I'm actually streaming the game. That is an incredible feat, because even when I play with my NVIDIA TV Shield Pro and I'm playing GeForce Now and it's a hardwired connection, there's times where the game will buff. There's times where loading into the game is not as fast. There's certain things, input lag is still there. There's certain things that remind me, and I played most of Cyberpunk on the NVIDIA Shield. I just finished Cyberpunk today on my PC. You could go on Twitch and watch. I just finished it today. Good game, by the way. But anyways, I never forgot playing on GeForce Now. This is my experience. I know some of you guys out there love GeForce Now. I never forgot that I was streaming the game. When I played Destiny on Google Stadia, when I played Watch Dogs 1, when I played Watch Dogs 2, shout out to you, MM2K. I just started playing The Division 2, which you told me to try. I'm playing The Division 2 right now on Google Stadia. I literally forget that I am streaming the game, which is the way it's supposed to be. When I played Watch Dogs on my phone at the laundromat before I finally got my washer and dryer here, thank you, Lord Jesus, I literally forgot that I was streaming the game. Like, it runs incredibly well. but it is not a replacement for, let me take that back. It's not better than the Xbox Series X and a capable PC or a PS5. Okay, I don't have a PS5, so that's why I didn't mention it. Okay. Here's the thing though. It can be a replacement for those things, and they have a very compelling argument to replace it. You see, you and I both know that these consoles have a lifespan. That's why people argue with me all the time, like, hey, Doc, Microsoft has no AAA exclusives coming out, and the system has already been out for 6 months, and you guys only have maybe 7-8 years before another system comes out, and already, there's no games or whatever. So eventually the Xbox Series X and the PS5, eventually we will have to upgrade it, right? The compelling argument with Google Stadia is that you potentially will never have to upgrade again, because the upgrade is happening on their side. So all you need to have is a device capable of streaming it, where if you have a PC, you already have a device capable of streaming it. If you have a phone, you already have a device capable of streaming it. And if you got a Chromecast Ultra, you already have a device capable of streaming it. And as the future continues, there's going to be Google TVs that are going to be able to have Stadia on them, Android TVs that are going to have Stadia on them. So literally, it could potentially eliminate the need for us to continuously buy hardware. Now, nothing is perfect. So obviously the downfall to that mentality or that concept is the fact that you're going to need good internet, right? Or you're going to need decent internet. Out of all three services though, to me, again, I've tried all three of them, Stadia, xCloud, and GeForce Now. Stadia can run on the worst connection. Out of all three of them, that's the one that runs the best. So on my phone, Stadia is flawless. xCloud, I need to have like really good reception for it to run good, and there's still latency. GeForce Now on my phone, good luck trying to run that. And I could literally be in the same place. So I don't know what Google's doing as far as that technology goes, but the technology works flawless, okay? But again, I understand it's not perfect because no one wants to really be tied to always being online. Depending on where you live though, you might be a person, like for me, I'm just being honest with you, like my stuff is always online and I expect to always have internet connection. Like I already expect it. Yes, I'm spoiled, but I already expect it. Not only do I expect to always have internet connection when I'm home, but I expect it to be good and fast because that's what I'm paying for. So very viable option for me. The issue with Stadia is going to be, for someone that has a console like me, is why would I buy a game on Stadia versus buying it on my PC or buying it on my Xbox Series X? The Game Pass argument is very easy. If a game comes, so for instance, I have Google Stadia, Outriders, right? There is no need for me to buy Outriders on my PC or to buy it on Google Stadia because I'm going to buy it on, or I'm going to download it on Game Pass on my Xbox Series X. Right? It comes with Game Pass. So that's where Stadia is looking at Microsoft and Game Pass, and they got to look at how do we compete with that, with these day and date games of third-party developers that could potentially come to the Xbox platform. Okay. With Sony, when it comes to third-party games, they have a little bit of a better argument because you'll be able to, with Stadia, switch screens seamlessly. And yes, you can argue that Microsoft can't do that right now. Like, for instance, like a game like Outriders, it's on Game Pass console for download, but it's not on Game Pass PC for download, right? So you actually got to buy it on PC. So yes, you can argue that it's not the same, but still the free version versus being able to play on different screens is a huge advantage. And as Microsoft figures out their xCloud stuff and more people get to play on xCloud on PC and on phone, they could start doing the same. It could literally be a Google Stadia scenario just for Xbox members, and that's going to be extremely difficult to compete. However, again, the advantage right now still goes to Stadia with that technology. I'm already 10 minutes in. I hope I'm still making sense. But here's another point that I want to bring up, right? And again, all I'm doing is trying to help, because I'm afraid that the narrative of Google Stadia is not good is going to continue and is going to be left behind. And I see a tremendous value as a gamer for Google Stadia. So this is how I'm going to use Google Stadia in the future. Okay. So I decided, and this is to you, Google. Okay. I decided to resubscribe to the $10 a month of Google Stadia, not for the 4K and HDR, because to me, that's some games I'm going to play at 1080p performance anyways, right? So that's not why. I decided to pay the $10 because I want to see what they do with their pro games. So they drop pro games every month that they give you. Those need to be good games, Google Stadia. They can't be just bloatware games. And right now, just looking at your lineup, there's a lot of bloatware games from when I started playing. So I don't know if people before me got really good lineups on Google Stadia, but when I started playing, I know for me, Resident Evil 7 is on Google Stadia Pro, and I definitely want to play that and stream that before I stream Resident Evil 8. Okay. So $10.99 is going to get me free games that I don't know what these games are going to be like, but I'm hoping that they're good games. And then I get the 4K HDR. Okay, that's cool. If you don't want to do the $10.99 and you want to do the free version, then, or if I was to do just a free version, then the games that I would buy on Google Stadia would be games that I know, maybe one or two games that I know I would be okay playing on the go. And that is a huge advantage and allure to Google Stadia. And I'm gonna show you guys something, okay? I recently had to get, I didn't have to, I wanted to get a new laptop, okay? My current gaming laptop is good. It's a gaming laptop though, but I needed something for work. And it's not something that I could, sit down in a conference room and sit at the big table and just whip out my gaming laptop, open it up, have the Predator logo on, turn it on, the fan turns on even when it's not even plugged in. Like I could do it, but I would be that guy. Or if I'm sitting in my office at my desk, I got a pretty big desk, but I got my computer, I have my work computer, and then if I have my gaming laptop there, where I would do stuff like check when you guys give me comments, I'm looking at news and stuff like that. Like I'm multitasking, whenever I have a break, I'm working on this stuff. And it was working. I was able to do it, but I had to have it plugged in. So I had to plug it into the wall and everything. Because again, it's a gaming laptop, doesn't last long. So I needed something for productivity, but I was stuck because I wanted to be able to also take this with me everywhere and be able to game, right? So I got myself this. This is a Surface Pro 7, okay? And even though you can game on this, right? You're not gonna be gaming like crazy on this, right? I think it's got an i5 processor and integrated graphics. Because of that, because of Stadia, this is now a gaming PC. All I had to do for convenience, because you could play with mouse and keyboard, I went ahead and I picked up an extra Xbox controller. I got a black one so that it matches. So with my extra Xbox controller, I literally turned my regular PC that otherwise wouldn't have been a gaming PC into a gaming PC. That's insane. That concept right there is amazing. Controller linked via Bluetooth. It was easy for me to look for a device that I wanted to have good productivity with and not have to worry about anything else. This device has no fan, okay? So it's extremely quiet. I could open this device on my conference room table when I'm talking with all my co-workers and my boss and everything. I put this device on my desk and there's no one even questions it. It is literally like perfect. And this is possible, again, because of Google Stadia. So what games would I get on Google Stadia? Certain games here and there. My main gaming machine though is gonna be the Xbox Series X and my PC, of course. But I just wanted to show you guys this, because this is, again, incredible. I don't know what else to tell you. Now, it runs beautiful, runs perfect, and obviously it's not connected to anything. I'm literally playing over Wi-Fi, but let me put this down. Literally playing over Wi-Fi. I don't know what else to tell you, man. If you're looking for a next-gen console, this is another concept. This is going on real long. If you're looking for a next-gen console, it's hard to find. You're gonna have to wait for drops to happen. You're gonna have your Twitter alerts on, all this other stuff. I think the easiest one to find is gonna be the Xbox Series S, right? That has limitations on it and stuff. But Google Stadia is the next gen console. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And here's the mind-blowing part about it, where I really want, that's what I'm saying, I want all Sony and Xbox fans to understand this. You already have it. You already have Google Stadia. It's already yours. Like, it's literally already yours. If you have a Google account, you have access to Google Stadia. If you have a Gmail account, you have access to Google Stadia. So all I want you guys to do is two things. I'm gonna speak to my Google Stadia brethren, okay? I want you guys to be annoying. If you are a Google Stadia fan, I want you to go on every single Xbox and PS5 freaking video that you see, and I want you guys to comment, have a constructive comment towards whatever the video is about, but somehow, some way, be clever enough and insert the word Stadia in there. Bring more awareness to this. Bring more awareness to it. And if you're a diehard Sony fan or a diehard Xbox fan, all I want you to do is try Google Stadia. Shout out to my dude MM2K. I am indebted to you because of your generosity and your willingness to have this conversation with me and not just be like, yo, Doc was just being ignorant, I'm not talking to this dude. Because I made a video talking trash about cloud gaming based on the experience of xCloud. I said I could see something in it, but it's not here right now. And then MM2K hit me up and was like, yo, dog, it's here right now. Shout out to Cowboy as well from And Now Your Mama Knows, okay? He had me on his channel as well and interviewed me and everything. Shout out to Project Storm. Like, this dude's doing all the time. He's posting videos of cloud gaming and what cloud gaming is like. And he's really not biased. He'll show all types of cloud gaming. He'll show xCloud. He'll show GeForce Now. He'll show Stadia. He'll show all of it, all right? To me, though, the best streaming service, hands down, to me, it's not even close. I understand. I think Cloud Gaming Extreme, that's another channel. Shout out to you, dog. To me, the best streaming service is Google Stadia, because when I play it, again, it's my experience, when I play it, I forget that I'm streaming the game, and that's exactly what I want. Stadia needs to figure out their pricing. They need to figure out why it would make sense for more people to go over to Stadia versus a traditional console. Not buying the console at $500, that's a good start. But once you have that console at $500 and you're downloading games onto that console and you're playing, the speed is irrelevant. I'm telling you right now, you saw how fast the Division loaded, right? It was pretty quick. That's good, right? However, once I have the Division loaded on my Xbox Series X, if I was to try to play the game, it'd be quick, especially with quick resume. Like, it's not even a competition. So speed is not it. Patches, got it. Oh, it's a great example. When Cyberpunk got a patch, this was on GeForce Now. I played it on GeForce Now, hopped in it, played right away. Went to play it on my PC. It said that I had to wait for a download and an update. And I'm like, what? And I literally had to wait for it to update. And I didn't even know there was a patch, because when you're playing on freaking GeForce Now, it automatically updates it. Again, advantage of cloud gaming, right? But GeForce Now is not Stadia, all right? Stadia is truly something special. They're not paying me to do this. I promise you they're not. It's just, for some reason, I just don't want it to die without people actually giving it a shot and trying it. Ultimately, if it does die, it is Google's fault. That means Google didn't figure out a way to be competitive, and they are competing against Microsoft. I don't see GeForce Now actually being a competition for Stadia. Honestly, I don't even see Luna really being a competition for Stadia. I see xCloud and the fact that with Game Pass, you can have a streaming service already. That can be dangerous. So Google has to figure out a way to be enticing. And right now, the only thing they have, which is a huge thing, is that it works better than xCloud. Look, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I want you guys to have a conversation in the chat regarding this stuff. If I didn't care about it, I wouldn't have made a video this long. It's 20 minutes. You guys know I don't make videos 20 minutes long, okay? Xbox is still my preferred gaming platform. I just don't want Google Stadia to die. DocDog1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.